I'm Suk-Young, Professor of Nursing at Hanyang University. This is study the effect of team-based learning education on critical thinking, interpersonal relationship, self-leadership, and major satisfaction. The abstract of this study is as follows. This study is similar experiment in design before and after equivalence control, in which the TBL education program recognizes the impact of critical thinking skills, interpersonal relationships, self-leadership, and major satisfaction. This study involved 17 students from the control group and 17 from the experiment group among nursing college students in GCT J region, but the number of subjects included in the final analysis was 136, excluding for who had written insufficient questionnaires. Structured questioning systems were used as learning tools, including general characteristics, critical thinking, interpersonal relationship, self-leadership, and major satisfaction. Data collection was collected from March 2019 to June 2019 with descriptive statistics, t-test, and paired t-test. This study may be used to set up a methodology to build a successful team learning and create an effective learning strategy. One of the major functions of university is to cultivate the man of ability with knowledge-based training for satisfying the needs asked in their society. The goal of education policy is to foster nurses who can deal with the complicated and diversified situation by enhancing their ability to make the decision of themselves and solving the problem faced in the critical field. The clinical field is critical thinking. To achieve the goal, training nurses' capacity of performing their duties successfully in the clinical field is one of the main agendas in the process of education nursing.
시작.
The purpose of this research is to investigate the effect of nursing students' TBL education on critical thinking, interpersonal relationship, self-leadership, and major satisfaction, such as follows. After intervention through the TBL educational program, to check the status of critical thinking, interpersonal relationship, self-leadership, major satisfaction. After intervention through the TBL education program to check the difference of status of critical thinking. After intervention through the TBL education program to check the difference of status of interpersonal relationship. After intervention through the TBL education program to check the difference of status of major satisfaction. After intervention through the TBL education program to check the correlation in critical thinking, interpersonal relationship, self-leadership, and major satisfaction. This study is a similar experiment in design before and after equivalence control, in which the TBL education program recognized in the impact of critical thinking skills, interpersonal relationship, self-leadership, and major satisfaction. This study was conducted to a person who has no experience in the TBL program for nursing college students, as no physical or mental problem in participating in education, understanding the purpose and method of this study, and agrees to participate in the study by himself. The controller were first conducted descriptive investigations, and TBL program training was then provided. This study involved 70 students from the control group and 17 from the experiment group. Among non-college students in GCTJ region, but the remainder of subjects included in the final analysis was 136, excluding 4 who had written insufficient questionnaires. The progress of classes by team-based learning is as follows. Teaching by team-based learning took place once a week, 2 hours per session. 20 weeks in total from March 24, 2019 to June 15, 2019. The class was conducted as the follows contest. The proposed method on evaluation process of team-based learning were explained, and the individual ability of students, such as interest in the subject, leadership, counter-utilization, and presentation skills, were investigated according to team's survey type, and a team was found to be 7 to 8 based on the survey. Prior to the classes, students were given a range of study goals and reading assignment. The classes operated under procedure for discussion and presentation using the cases, such as the individual readiness test, the group readiness test. The readiness verification test was presented with 6 questions of four different type of matter for checking readiness and understanding based on a given reading task. And the group preparation verification test was conducted through a group discussion with the same questions. Afterward, the group preparation for readiness verification test was presented with 6 questions of 4 different types of matter for checking readiness and understanding based on a given reading task, and the group preparation verification test was conducted through a group discussion with the same questions. Afterward, the group preparation verification test was held under the guidance of the professor. In the case of application phase, groups were asked to discuss the case and then announce it. The professor guided the discussion in the last week and of the team-based study. A peer review was inhibited to prevent free ride in team learning. This is the result of the study as follows. This study involved 17 countries and 17 subjects from nursing college students in GCT, J-region, and J-region were included in final analysis. And 186 subjects were included in the final analysis. It is also similar experiment study before equivalence to investigate critical thinking, interpersonal skill, self-leadership, and major satisfaction of nursing research after conducting PBL education program. The result of the study are is said below. Through the TBL education program, critical thinking, interpersonal relationship, self-leadership, major satisfaction was shown significantly. There were significant differences in the sub-region of critical thinking, such as prudence, sound skepticism, and structure, but no significant difference in intellectual honesty, objectivity, confidence, and enthusiasm belief. In the sub-region of interpersonal relationship, such as satisfaction, sensitivity, reliability, communication, understanding, kindness, and openness, all represented significant difference, as well as significant difference in behavior and cognitive strategies. The sub-region of self-leadership, the higher the critical thinking after the TBL education program, the higher the satisfaction level of interpersonal relationship self-leadership, and major satisfaction. The higher the self-leadership, the higher major satisfaction. The research shows that critical thinking, interpersonal relationship, self-leadership, and major satisfaction have a significant correlation. Conducting a repeat study through various subjects and studying on various influence factors to generalize the study results could be an improvement for this study. Thank you very much.